You're listening to Flip Empire, the show committed to helping real estate entrepreneurs who want to build their empire without sacrificing their life. Your success and freedom starts now with your host, Alex Pardo.
Welcome back, everybody. Alex Pardo here, and I appreciate you tuning in to another episode here on the Flip Empire Show. Guys, first thing I want to do is just some housekeeping. Make sure you check out episode 594. I had Brennan Reid on. We talked about not scaling chaos. We talked about sales. We talked about portfolio sales. We talked about his 5 laws when it comes to sales. I mean, just so many nuggets that are littered throughout that podcast episode. And as promised, I wanted to have him back on the show because I want to talk about, we kind of seeded this in the last episode, Brennan, and I will kick this over to you. So many people think they have a marketing challenge. They're always focused on generating more leads. They're always focused on trying to find the next best, greatest marketing campaign. You and I both know that most marketing works if you work. You got to be consistent at it. Right. What people don't talk enough about is that they probably have a lead conversion challenge. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think most people, and obviously it's case per case, but I think most people, the stories when they're expressing where they're at in their business or where the void is, again, they think it's a lead generation, but like you said, in fact, it's really exactly that, just a conversion piece. Just to kind of rewind a little bit, and I tell my students the same thing, right? Number one, there's no such thing as a special list, right? Like we talked about, we're doing portfolios. I don't have a special list of all the portfolio sellers. It doesn't really exist. Mm-hmm. There's a million different lists out there, and there's a million new lists being added every single day. Like you said, they all work. So number one, the worst thing you can do is think that you have a lead generation problem and just develop more lead generation, because what you're really doing is the reality of the conversion problem. You're just increasing that issue a lot of times tenfold. I say this often, and I truly mean it. A lot of people chuckle and they think I'm like exaggerating, if you will, for lack of better words, especially in a room like Ascend, right? We got operators that have been doing it for a while. They have their CRMs, they're generating leads. A lot of times, again, like a room like Ascend is case per case. I made this comment at our last mastermind to X individual. I said, there's at least probably $1 million today without any more lead generation sitting in your CRM today as we speak.
That's right.
You just don't know it, right? But what a lot of people fail to do is slow down and stop the marketing, focus on the conversion, have those conversations so that you are doing a better sales process, and they really just double the issue by bringing in more marketing.
Yeah.
I feel long-winded, but I see it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, that is so well said. I don't want to, we covered essentially what I really the point that I wanted to drive home on this particular episode in less than 3 minutes. And so this might be one of the shortest podcast episodes, but what is the main action item? What is the takeaway for somebody listening that understands they have dollars in their CRM? How do they get better at converting? Is it implementing sales training with their team on a weekly basis? Is it studying sales? Is it picking up the phone and calling old leads? Like, what are a couple action items we can leave people with?
Another loaded question. You love those, but
man, I'm here, dude. You're gonna be on vacation next week, getting married. I gotta make things challenging for you this week.
So I think it's 2 ways to look at it, right? Number one, make sure, like we talked about in the previous episode, that number one, you have the right people on your team speaking to the sellers, right? A lot of people have the wrong people talking to the sellers. So the feedback you may get from a leadership perspective is just bad feedback. Hey, how are the leads? They want too much. They're unrealistic. That's not really the issue, right? So number one, make sure you have the right person. Now, if you do have the right person, which a lot of you listening do, and again, case per case, right? Everybody has a different situation. But the simple answer is, and it's the most effective answer, is touch base, follow up. Again, every single time, it's never not happened. I've had a lot of sales reps, a lot of them that have worked out, a lot of them that haven't worked out. Every single time, Pardo, never has not happened. First thing we do when we part ways with a sales rep is not converting. We give all their leads to the best people, right? And every single time, those leads, the person that didn't work out, who would tell you, oh, they want too much, they're not serious, blah, blah, blah. Same exact lead that you're getting this feedback from goes to the right person, and they convert those bad leads.
Wow.
There's a visual, and I don't know if you can share it with the audience. I'll share it with you.
Yeah, actually, I have the ability to. Is it on your screen?
I could dig it up probably in the next 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah. If you can do that, let me know when you're ready, and I can. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I can give you controls here. Either way, maybe we can figure out a way to include this in the show notes if possible.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll shoot it to you just so we don't pause things here. I know I have it somewhere. It's a visual, so it'd be great for the audience to see, but it's step by step, right? There's 9 different topics on this visual I want to show, but the last one is that 80% of all sales, and this isn't real estate, but of all sales, right, happen after the 9th or more point of contact.
Yeah.
All the same, 80% of our competition doesn't follow up more than twice. So even if you're the worst salesperson on the planet and you're not following up 9 or more times, you're leaving 80% of what's on the table in the wind.
That reminds me of the Napoleon Hill book. That should make you feel good that you don't have to be great at sales. That's something you can continue to develop over time. But if you just follow up, you're doing more than 99% of your competition is doing out there. So,
and that's simple. Again, no matter how skilled you are at following up, which I don't even know that's a skill set, that simple notion tells the seller that you're already front of the line because you're showing intent. Yeah. And let's be serious. Not everybody, most people listening to this podcast, you're in real estate. We sell real estate every single day. The person who's selling you the real estate, that's the biggest transaction in most cases they've made in the last 20, 30, 40 years. So my point is they're not going to make the deal on the first call. Does it happen? Absolutely. Are 80% of the deals like that? Absolutely not. So
yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. Over 75% of our deals were not on the first call. Right. In fact, very few of them are on the first call. And one last tip for you is don't think follow-up always means asking about the property. To me, a follow-up is just touching base. One of the things that I think our team was really, really good at is, we talked about this on the last show, Brennan, is being an active listener, intentionally listen. And if they mention, we're about to celebrate my daughter's birthday, we write that down in the notes and we make a note to follow up. We'll follow up and say, oh, cool. Like, when is that? And what kind of plans do you have? Like, we'll build that rapport, but we're not just asking to build rapport. We're asking so that in a week when they're celebrating their daughter's birthday, we can call the day before and wish her a happy birthday. Not even ask about the house or send a text message. Hey, we hope you have a great time, celebrating your daughter's birthday. So whenever you can be intentionally listen for little things like that, it doesn't always have to be about the house or how to do a deal. Again, it's consultative. So use questions as one of your most powerful tools is what I wanted to just add there at the end.
And just to kind of piggyback that, like we talked about again in the last episode, the questions about the person are way more important than the questions about the property.
Right.
Yes, is the question about the property important? You know that information? Absolutely. But a lot of people put their focus on the property, not the person. What Pardo just talked about, that's a question about the person, right? What's going on in their life. And that's ultimately how you're going to get the deal. It's always a life event. Whether positive, negative, or neutral, it's that life event that they make the decision on. So,
well, hey, brother, I so appreciate the time. I'm pumped to see pictures and videos of you out there getting married to your beautiful bride-to-be, Dorothy. So you know how I feel about you guys. Just congratulations. Really quick, in case anybody hasn't heard episode 594, you're operating in Florida, the Midwest markets. If people want to reach out to you, at Brennan Reid 13 on Instagram is the best place, right?
Yep. Just shoot me a message.
Okay, awesome. Guys, I appreciate you. Go to dig up your old leads in your CRMs, send text message campaigns, call people. You have dollars in your CRM. It's not always about generating more leads. That's important, but it's also about converting the leads you already have. Okay? Have an amazing day. Brennan, keep crushing, and I will talk to you soon, my friend.
Pardo, thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, my friend. I hope you enjoyed that Flip Empire episode and got a lot of value out of it. Make sure to check the show notes page for any resources that were mentioned. And speaking of resources, honestly, I don't think I've done the best job of sharing with you my top curated, highly recommended tools and resources that I use in my business or have used in my business. In some cases, these are affiliate relationships with people that I highly trust and respect, and I know these tools and resources can help you and your business go to the next level. And as an ethical bribe, if you decide to try out one of these resources using my link, I will go ahead and send you an unadvertised bonus. I'll send you something of high value. All you got to do is shoot me an email, alex@flipempire.com. Go ahead and let me know that you tried out this resource, and however I can help you getting started with that, chances are that I know it very, very well and currently use it or have used it. So make sure to check that out, flipempire.com/resources. And if I can be of help or service to you in any way, just shoot me an email, alex@flipempire.com, and I will do anything I can for you. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the next show.